our life's like on that side. I can't explain what I believe when I look to you. I'll try when you were there. I'll find a place to hide.
Yes, people, welcome back to another Player Ratings episode with me and Sai. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Smash the likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Hopefully you guys are all having a nice Sunday morning. Sai, bro, how you doing, bro? Merry Christmas as well, bro.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. I did write you on Christmas Day and told you Merry Christmas, but you left me on red. But I've come to expect that of you. No empathy, no sympathy, nothing in the similar. Can I again? Now you just interrupt. Yeah. So Merry Christmas to chat. Love you all. Been thinking about you. Yeah, I've had a very good Christmas, bro. Holidays is good. Yeah, and City winning is fantastic. Cannot complain.
I know.
Can I?
Actually, bro, is that an 8-match winning streak now? Yeah.
I think in all competitions it's 8, yeah.
8, let's have a look. So I know I did this yesterday. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. 8 in all competitions. In the Premier League, I think it's 6 now in the Prem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 matches. You know what's funny as well, right? The amount of shows I've been on this year, bro, right? When rival fans have been saying, oh, City can't do a 10-match winning streak no more. City can't do it. City can't do it. City can't do it. Bro, we're on 8. We're on 8, yeah?
Yeah, but...
You know what I mean?
What wasn't people saying it in Premier League-wise? And you're a bit shameless, aren't you? Because I think that conversation was about winning the title and us going on a long winning run in the league. So I think you're a bit shameless and taking all competitions. But I'll allow it because I think we're capable of it. And if we win against Sunderland and Chelsea, I did say before playing Forest when we had that week off that if we beat Nottingham, Forest, and Chelsea, I think that's it. That will leave us within the maximum of 6 points gap for Arsenal when we hit January. And I said, if we do that, we win the league. So if we win those 3 games, which is a big task and a big ask, I think we win it.
Yeah. Well, I already think we're going to win it anyway, to be honest with you. I'm seeing enough from this team in the last month or so to because I'm not looking at this team right now. I'm looking at what this team's going to be like in a month or 2 months' time. And I already believe that I'm seeing more than enough from this Manchester City team to believe that we're going to go and win the league. There's still stuff we need to improve on, of course. Transfers will be a big part of it. In a couple of days, actually. Funny enough, it opens in a few days' time. But I just think we've got enough, man. I think it's enough. But anyway, we're going to get into the player ratings, guys. Big up 4 Prems in a row for becoming a channel member. I appreciate it, bro. Big up to you, man. I appreciate the membership and the rest of the members in the chat. But quite a lot to talk about because obviously, you know what I mean? Big win yesterday at Forest. It was a tough ground to go. And we went there and we got the job done. So let's start off. If it's the first time you've ever been in one of these player ratings, we rate them 0 to 10, 10 being mega, 0 being trash. So let's go.
And if one score goal is a 10 in LB's ratings.
Yeah. According to Sai. Yeah. Right, let's go. Donnarumma. Let's have a look at him. So he made 1 save yesterday, 2 punches, 82% pass accuracy, which is much better than the last game. I think it was the last game. It was really poor. Then you got some whatever, blah, 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 whatever these stats mean. Donnarumma, Sai. We obviously couldn't do nothing about the goal. That was just shit defending. We'll get onto that when we get onto the defenders. So, yeah, I can't really knock him down for the goal too much. I don't even think I said this yesterday after the game. I don't even think he had that much to do.
No. Was yesterday where he saved it with his face, or was that the week prior?
Nah, that wasn't yesterday. He didn't do nothing with his face.
Can you remember save then?
Did what?
Can you remember him making a save then?
No, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have anything to do, really, did he? He had to deal with corners, and that's pretty much it. He had basically no saves to make.
Yeah, I think the highlight was probably him and Milenkovic getting into it. I actually can't remember a save. So I think that's probably the highlight. Him on the corners. For the amount of corners and dead balls they had, I actually don't think they troubled us that much.
Nah, they didn't.
Pieces, which is probably somewhat down to Donnarumma. But again, I don't remember him coming out to claim a lot either. So maybe
people saying that Anderson shot, he needs to save that all day long.
But when was that?
That was in the second half. It was the one where Anderson had the shot from the edge of the box, and then he parried it to Savona, and Savona.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. So he needs to save that 100%.
That's a save. That's an easy save.
Yeah. So he had one save. Yeah. I think when he did his stats, what was his percentages for his long balls? Pause.
1 out of 4.
Well, okay. It's weird, bro. I thought he quite often had some nice long balls. I don't know. I think. Well, you know what? I think his performance was probably like a 6. Yeah, but because of his celebration for Cherki's goal, I'll give him a 6.5.
Wow.
Just for that, just for running the half of the pitch out to the staff. I love that. I love that so much. That's 0.5 for that alone.
Getting 0.5 for celebrations on madness. But I would go 6.5 as well. I thought there was one corner that he come and tried to collect, made a mess of it. He also got caught out in no man's land at one point in the second half as well when they tried to play Igor through, but he didn't really have too much to do. So yeah, 6.5 for me. I'm going to go for, man. Smash these likes up, guys, if you've not done so already. Malk says 6.4. DK with a 6.7. Mirat says 8 for the celebration. Herbal says 6.5 as well. You didn't really have that too much to do, to be honest with you. Like, I see a lot of people saying, oh, like fucking Forest were mega and all that kind of shit. I'm like,
nah, it wasn't a high quality game, bro.
Nah, it was a poor match, but people glazing Forest.
I don't know if it was a poor game. I just think it was a very physical and tactical game, especially in the first half. And that is it's a different type of game of what we're used to. But I really like that we can play that game because Forest, especially at home, have very physical and big players, bro. And we matched them. We matched them the entire game. Oh, only I think Igor caused some problems. Like physicality wise for Diaz, but I think we matched them.
He still did fuck all outside of that.
No, yeah,
like,
but
people have glazed his performance and said, "Oh, he caused us bare problems." Which, all right, and he did. But realistically, once the game's all said and done, what did he actually do other than just win free kicks?
Yeah, but he didn't hold up the ball, bro. But no,
I agree.
Didn't he put? Who was it through on goal?
Hutchinson. I think he did get the assist, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, let me get onto these defenders, boys. Right. Let's go to the defense last night, man. I've been glazing this defense recently, saying it's been really good, but I thought yesterday was probably one of the worst defensive performances we've seen in a while. Anyway,
that's interesting. I'm looking forward to hear that.
Yeah, let's have a look at Nunes then. So Nunes, he's actually gone quite high and wide. Yesterday, obviously, we have seen him go inverted a little bit recently, but not too much today. Yesterday. All right, let's have a look at his numbers then. So 11 defensive contributions. He won 3 out of 5 tackles, 6 clearances, 6 recoveries, 7 out of 10 ground duels won. He won his only aerial duel as well. He gave 2 fouls away, 1 key pass in the game, 2 crosses, 1 successful. Passing stats all really good. Got on the ball a lot as well, over 100 touches, 2 dribbles, both successful. Only lost the ball 9 times. Also had a shot which was blocked. I thought Nunes was all right yesterday. I wouldn't say he was bad, but I wouldn't say he was really, really good. I just think it was a sort of average level performance in my view. But I think he was one of the better defenders.
Okay, yeah, I think that's good to hear because again, it might be down to what we expect of Nunes, but again, I thought he was very, like, he was solid, bro. Like, he didn't cause me any anxiety at all. And the only thing I can actually remember, like, if I had to criticize something, was when the ball was going out for a throw-in, and then he kind of rash tackled the guy on the before the ball went out, which there was no need to do that and give them a free kick instead of a throw-in, which was in a kind of dangerous area when you think about it. So again, he locked down what's his name?
Hudson Odoi.
Yeah. I thought he was good. If he's not standing out, I think that's a very positive sign, bro. You don't want him, like, you want, of course, him to be impressive and get a goal and assist or something. But again, I thought he's solid, bro. Like 7 out of 10 for me. Like, I thought he did well.
Yeah.
And if he can do that, I mean.
Yeah. So I agree. I'm going to go 7 out of 10 as well. The reason I said what I said is because recently he hasn't been. You said then if Nunes is not, you're not talking about him a lot. That's a good thing because he's not causing you anxiety. I'm coming at it from the different point in that he's been so good recently.
True.
Where we've been giving him such high scores and he's been fucking mega. I just think yesterday was just an okay performance. I'm not saying it was bad. Yeah, he was, like you said, he was solid, but it wasn't a performance that we've seen over the last month or so.
No, I agree.
He's been
he's had a lot of exactly. He had a lot of top 3 like performances, so many man of the match shouts. But again, bro, if this is his level
base level, this is base level.
Perfect,
mega.
Like buy a young right back to come in and learn from him.
Yeah, if yesterday can be his sort of like worst performance.
Yeah, what's that called? Like
base, isn't it?
The bottom of the
thing. That's mega.
Yeah.
So I give him a 7 as well. I thought he was very solid.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Ruben Diaz. Question marks over his performance yesterday. Let's have a look at some of his numbers before we get into it. There you go. That's his heat map. 10 defensive contributions, 1 interception, 8 clearances, 1 block shot, 3 recoveries. Didn't win any of his ground duels. Did win all 3 of his aerial duels, which
very
shows
impressive.
This has been getting better this season. To be fair, passing stats all fine, no issues there. On the ball a lot. Again, that's another defender with over 100 touches and only lost the ball 5 times. The stats say he had a decent game. I thought he was poor, Si, and I think he's extremely lucky not to have been sent off. What's your thoughts?
On the situation about the second yellow card, I don't know. I wouldn't go as far to say he's extremely lucky. I'd say it's a 50-50 situation that went our way. And with the amount of 50-50s this season that hasn't gone our way, I thought it was only fair. That's karma. If it had been a second yellow, I wouldn't have said anything about it. But I did in my first half review write that I thought it was very unprofessional of him getting a yellow for dissent in a game like this, where he's one of our leaders and he clearly had troubles handling Igor throughout that first half, especially. So getting a yellow for dissent, I was like, that's fucking stupid, bro. Because they're going to be physical and you might need to like pull the handbrake at some point. So when I saw the collision, which it's an unlucky collision of feet just strafing each other when they run, I thought, please, let us not be that loses the game, because if we go down to 10, I don't think we win it. But I don't think it was extremely lucky for us not to get it. He's another player that has been very impressive this season. As you said, I didn't think he had a good game. I thought he lost, like Igor caused him too many problems, and that yellow and this subsequent situation could have been fatal for us in that game. So, and also didn't he have like a very bad pass in the middle of the park that started a counter, which didn't really amount to much, but it was a very bad pass. It passes straight into, might have been Igor, actually. Didn't have that.
I don't remember. Well, I thought he was poor yesterday. People are saying he had a hand to play in the goal. I'm just watching the goal.
Yeah, he
back
stepped
now.
up. He stepped up upfield, I think, and left Guardiola to mark two guys, I think.
I'm not entirely sure what he's meant to do here. People are blaming Diaz. I'm not entirely sure what people wanted Diaz to do on the goal. To be honest with you, I don't think he had a hand to do with the goal. I didn't think he was great. To be honest with you, I don't think he was shit though. I'm going to give him a 5.
A 5. I'll give him I'll give him a 5.3. I think the descent, the yellow for dissent was so stupid, especially in a game like that. So 5.3.
Yeah. Fair dues. Yeah, but I don't know. People are blaming him for the goal, and I don't really know what he's meant to do there. Anyway, let's continue. Let me do the super chats actually. Smash need likes up as well, boys. Big up Sam says City win. Calls 1-3-2. Opposition goalkeeper scored 3 own goals. Wow. Met a girl and it's going very well. All right, come on, bruv. Thanks to you both for the content this year onto it. All right, come on, man. All right, big up Sam. Big up to you, bro. Big up the calls every single time. 3 own goals. Sounds sus to me, mate. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Massam, who says, afternoon, gents. Bring Elliot Jr. Anderson to the Stade de Etihad. He's a baller. Exactly what we're missing in the midfield. Bro, I thought he had a great game yesterday. I thought he had a great game. I thought the only thing I can really criticize him on was the some of his crossing into the box was poor, but I thought overall, Elliot Anderson yesterday ticked the boxes for me again. Every time I watch him, he's just mega.
Well, you said his crosses into the box. If he played for City, that wouldn't be one of his duties to do, bro. It wouldn't be. I thought for a few situations where you saw the faculties of our midfield where Nico had to sprint back, and you actually saw that he was knackered and not very quick. But if you put an Anderson next to him, that make up for that awful lot of running Nico does when he's alone. I think it would be a very, very good signing, bro. Like,
me too.
It's just, even as a squad player, like not even starting all the games, but he seems to have a very good attitude. He's strong, he's physical, he runs a lot, has an engine, and have some takiness. It's not like Wharton level, but it's better than, let's say, a Kovacic, which is still very good when you combine it with all the other attributes he has.
Yeah. No, facts. And big up to Foggy as well for becoming a member again on the 21 months. Appreciate it, Foggy. Right, let's continue. Right, Josko Gavadio. I thought he was our best defender yesterday, lads. Let's have a look at his stats and his numbers from yesterday. There you go. That's his heat map. 1 assist, which was the
Cherki. He hit it back. That was clearly a routine they had practiced, because Pep instantly ran over to the set piece coach. So
he did.
They're targeting the back end of the penalty area.
Well, it explains why Foden did that 5 minutes earlier. Do you remember? Because we got a corner, didn't we? 5 minutes before.
Too long.
And he just smacked it long, and everyone was like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? What's your corner?" Like, just put it into, and then he done it again, and then it worked. It's like, that's what he was trying to do last time, but he just hit the cross. To be fair, our corners this year they have improved, man,
much
100%.
better. I think actually the quality of the corners, if we had better when I say attackers, I mean attacking the ball in corners for hitters, we would score a lot of goals, bro. I think Foden is doing very good on the corners.
On that point, and we will get onto Josko Gavadio in a second, that's where Diaz needs to improve, because he's actually pretty poor in the air at attacking the ball. There's almost no point in keeping Diaz in the box. You might as well leave him on the halfway line.
Yeah, but still, he's also not quick enough to be on the halfway line. Like, you want Nunes to be there.
Yeah, well, potentially. But if you think John Stones, Nathan Ake, Gavadio, these are very, very good players in the box for actually heading the ball in the net for a goal. Diaz needs to improve that because the amount of corners we have, I think he's only got 6 goals at City. You know, he's played over 250 games for us. So that's an area where he could look to improve. Anyway, let's have a look at Gavardio's numbers, lads. So got the assist, 13 defensive contributions,
nice.
3 tackles, 2-1, 1 interception, 8 clearances, 1 block shot, 1 recovery. He won 4 out of 7 ground duels. He won 4 out of 8 aerial duels. Give away 3 fouls, which are probably all on Igor. 1 key pass, passing stats all nice. Again, on the ball a lot. And only give the ball away 7 times. I thought he was really good. Now, I know obviously that he struggled a little bit at times with Igor, as did Diaz, but I think Igor's going to do that to a lot of centre-backs this season. I thought on the whole, Gavadio was class yesterday. I thought, as Hussein says here, spot on. Some of his passes forward were great. He actually played the pass through to Cherki, who then got the assist for Reinders. So he was involved in both of the goals as well. Yeah. And I thought he was clearly our best defender yesterday. So he's our best defender. He dealt with the defending well, on the ball great, and involved in both goals. I don't know about you, but I think he's going to have to get a high rating. And I'm seeing some people in the chat, shout out Prince, who's given him a 7.3. Low.
Nah, bro. Again, what you're watching. If you're giving Gvardiol a rating in the 7s, I mean, I think that is very harsh and very unfair. For me, it definitely has to be in the 8s. He did get us the assist for the winning goal in the 83rd minute, which I think is very important. And I thought he was very solid in both half of the pitch. Thought he handled Igor better than Diaz did, and also that's why Igor went more on the side of Diaz, especially after the yellow. I might even be in the high 8s after that performance. I thought he really stood out yesterday. I'll probably give him, also because of his offensive work, I'll probably give him an 8.5. No, 8.4. I'll give him an 8.4.
Oh.
No, I'm going to give him 8.5. 8.5.
I'm going to go 8.5 as well, which is mad because I feel like I'm agreeing with you on every single one, but which we don't normally do. But I think the only reason I can't get him in the high 8/9s is that Igor did cause him a few issues and that, which is fine. But like to get in the real high 9s, you've got to sort of be flawless. But to be fair, it was a very, very good performance, man. And you know what? Fair fucks to him, bro. Because it was only a month ago. I remember I was sat in here. You were sat. A lot of people were sitting here saying we need to drop him because he was, bro. He was a bit stinky, man. If we're being honest with you. And since then, Pep didn't drop him. He just kept on playing him, and he's just gone boom straight up, man, and just got back on it massively. So fair play to him. He's killing it right now. And to be honest with you, like if Cherki didn't do what Cherki did, he'd probably be our man of the match. If I'm being honest with you, if because he was a really good performer.
Oh, you think Cherki was the man of the match?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously.
Well, yeah, I see such a glazer. But we won't discuss it now. We'll do it when we get to it.
Okay, Nico O'Reilly, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Nico's performance yesterday. That's his heat map, so very, very advanced. 4 defensive contributions. He won 1 out of 1 tackle, 3 clearances, 4 recoveries. He won 4 out of 11 ground duels, won 3 out of 6 aerial duels, 2 key passes, 5 crosses, 1 successful. Passing stats decent. Got on the ball a lot as well, 78 times, 1 unsuccessful touch. He did 3 successful dribbles out of 5. Lost the ball 17 times, which is getting towards the high end. I didn't think he was great yesterday, Si, if I'm being honest with you, bro. Like, I don't think it was a stinky performance by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's probably a compliment in itself that performance yesterday was probably not a great performance from Nico O'Reilly based on what we know we can do. And again, I'm not saying it was shit. I don't think it was crap, but I think that was probably one of his worst performances of the season for me.
I wouldn't say it was a bad performance. I thought that Forest did very well in their pressing and how they set up. overload in the midfield. And when they did the press, all had two players making sure that there was no passing lanes, and that really affected O'Reilly, I thought. But I thought he had some very tricky moments out on the touchline. So might had a little bit of a problem with the pace. Hutchinson did provide, and also after the yellow, you could see that Hutchinson were trying to really like go in on O'Reilly and challenging him because of that yellow, which I thought he handled very well when you think about it. That it's not easy to handle a player like Hutchinson when you're on a yellow and you're at a ground which is very hostile. So thought it was okay. Don't think I think maybe you're being a bit harsh, but let me hear your rating.
6.
Okay, no, I think that's not as hard as what you're saying. I think
no, but again, what I'm saying is it's similar to the Nunes thing, where we've almost been accustomed to elite performances, whereas when he dropped a little bit, and it's still a good rating. I'm not saying he was shit, but that was quite some way off what we know he can produce.
Yep. But don't you think much of it was also down to him not having a winger that he could, like, what part of the game were you saying was where he didn't do well?
His defensive positioning yesterday was poor on Hutchinson a lot. And I felt there was a number of times when he just got himself into trouble on the ball.
Yeah, but the trouble on the ball wasn't that also because he had no outlet he had no
sometimes he gets the ball and he can pass the ball inside with his right foot and he don't want to do it. So he goes back and he gets himself into trouble.
I'll probably give him 6.2.
I think 6 is probably where we're at. I tell you what I would say though, yeah, and a couple of people have said it in the chat about LB. Do you think there's a chance that he could be knackered? Bro, look at this, yeah. Check this out, boys. Right, this is all the games Nico Riley's played this season, chat, yeah. Champions League, 90 minutes, rested, 86 minutes, 45 minutes, 90 minutes. City, first 3 games didn't play. Then it's 90, 87, 83, 90, 85, 29, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, yesterday, 90. Carabao Cup, 76. Swansea, nothing. Brentford, 65. I'll just be careful on it, bro. You know what I mean? He's played a lot of football, man.
Yeah, he's not used to play a lot of football as well at this level.
Exactly. We've just thrown him in and he's doing well. But I tell you what, lads, yeah, we need Aït-Nouri back from this AFCON.
Yeah.
We need him back soon, man.
In the FA Cup and the probably the Carabao as well.
I think we've got a week off now, innit?
No, we play on Thursday against Sunderland away. Yeah. And then we play Sunday against Chelsea at home. So,
well, at least they've got 5 days off now. They got 5
days.
Yeah,
but it would have been better to play on Wednesday, also because Thursday is the day after New Year's Eve. So how will the players come back from that? And we play at 8 p.m. in the UK. So at Sunderland Stadium of Light, I mean, could that be a better day to play them, or be a worse day to play them?
Well, fuck knows, isn't it? We'll find out. We'll find out. But yeah, I just keep your eye on that. We could do with when Aït-Nouri gets back. I think I'd stick Aït-Nouri in for a couple of games and just give him a little.
Yeah, or play Ake out there.
Or you could play Ake out there, yeah. You know, could Pep Guardiola be taking O'Reilly off on 70 minutes if the game's won and stick Ake out there? You know, probably a better defensive move as well. Yeah. So, yeah.
If we have a 2-goal lead or more, I think that would be the sensible thing to do, because he did look a bit knackered yesterday. I thought the same for Gonzalez. So, and they both have been playing a lot and been very taxed on what they have to do, because he have to take on the winger position as well, which makes him run a lot more. And we don't keep possession of the ball as much as we used to in the same way. So we have more sprints and more back and forth, which, increases the amount of running they have to do. Yeah.
No, I hear it. Right. Let's go into Let's go into midfield, boys, yeah? Right, let's do Nico Gonzalez. Another player that, well, he might be getting a break soon because Rodri's back on the bench. Yeah.
Yes, so good.
So he's going to get a rest soon. But anyway, that's his seat map. Yeah, that's exactly what you kind of expect to see. 2 key passes in the game, 1 cross unsuccessful. Passing stats there, a little low for a midfielder. You know, I always like to see Rodri's usually over 90, but you know, not a disaster by any stretch of imagination. 1 shot. 91 touches of the ball, 2 unsuccessful touches, lost the ball 15 times, 5 defensive contributions, 2 tackles, 1 of them won, 2 clearances, 1 block shot, 10 recoveries, 3 ground deals, 1 out of 6, and 1 aerial duel, 1 out of 2.
I didn't think it was his best game. Like the same with Nunes and O'Reilly. Overall, this was a much more physical game than what we had recently. But one thing I noticed with Gonzalez, which I really liked, which was very needed in a game where Forest overloaded the central areas, was his switch from central areas to the wingers, his long balls. I mean, that is something that Rodri masters, and seeing him yesterday do that several times was very good. Like knowing he has that in the locker, because that will undoubtedly open up spaces for our attackers to run into. But I think, again, bro, he looked knackered. I remember where I think it was when Reinders lost the ball for their goal. I think it was this situation. Gonzalez wasn't that far behind Reinders, but more to the right. And then he had to sprint the entire way back to stop that counter. And you could see when he hit the line, like the midfield line, you could see he was like, damn, I can't do it. Like he was so knackered, bro. So I think even having Rodri back and just using Rodri for a month where he just gets on for like 20-30 minutes, that will help Nico so much, bro. Those 20-30 minutes a game, that accumulates over a season, and that saves him maybe in total.
Well, you know, I just showed you the Nico O'Reilly numbers, and it's even worse. It's even worse than Nico Gonzalez. Look at this, guys. It's even worse. So this guy played in every single Champions League game, and I didn't know this. Yeah, Nico Gonzalez this season has only not played in 1 football match for Manchester City, and that was the Brighton game. He
didn't start against Sevilla.
Match.
He didn't start against Sevilla.
He didn't start, but I'm not saying he's the only 1 game he's not played for Manchester City this season was Brighton. He's played in every single other match, or you know,
and we lost, bro.
And we lost the game, yeah. And so but the good news is help is on the way. Rodri's back to give Nico G a rest, which is crazy that we're even phrasing it like that. You know, we wouldn't have said that a year ago. But again, I didn't think he was bad, but to be honest with you, it's very similar for a lot of these players yesterday. I don't think they were bad. I thought they were just all right. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd probably give Nico G. I'd probably give him a 6.8.
That was actually the rating I had in mind. I'll round it up. I'll round it up for the long balls. Pause. 6.9.
Okay. Cool. Right, let's continue. Right, this one might split opinion. Right, but I'm going to come to Reinders next. Right, let's have a look then. So that's his heat map there. So mainly on the left-hand side, did come deep a few times to pick up the ball deep. Right, let's have a look at the guy's numbers yesterday. Right, 1 goal, tidy finish, and he took the shot first time. Love to see it. Too many of these players are taking too many touches when they get through on goal. Big up Reinders for just shooting straight away. 2 key passes in the game, 1 cross unsuccessful, 86% passing accuracy, 2 shots, 1 on target, and then the other one was the one that he just blazed over the bar. 31 touches of the ball, 2 unsuccessful touches, 2 dribbles, both unsuccessful. He lost the ball 8 times, 3 recoveries, 4 ground duels, lost all of them. Needs to improve this, and got drilled past once. Bro, to be honest with you, I didn't think he was great yesterday, even though he scored a goal. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I thought
I agree.
I think there are signs of improvement, 100%. So let's start with the positives. Goal, very nice. Yeah, very nice finish. And I do think there's signs of improvement, but I still don't think he was great. And I can't remember if I said this yesterday in the match review or on the watch along. If he doesn't start winning some of these battles, these tackles, these ground duels, he's going to find it difficult to play in a lot of the matches in this team, because Pep knows he needs a player in that midfield that can win tackles, and players literally just bounce off the guy. You know what I mean? And there's nothing about him where you think that should happen. David Silva was small and he won tackles. Bernardo Silva was small and he won tackles. Even Foden gets stuck in. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about physicality or frame or anything like that. I think it's about having the fucking minerals to get stuck in. So I just think that's a slight issue. I do think he's getting better, and it was a nice finish, but there's still a lot more to come from him, and there needs to be a lot more to come from him. And as I've said all season, I think we will get it eventually. I do still think that this Reinders guy is going to be a top-level player for Manchester City. And I think there's a lot more to come from him. But I need to see him get stuck in more, man. You know what I mean? Because he does have the tackle. He does get involved in ground duels. As you've seen then, he got involved in 4. He didn't win a single one. So, yeah, I don't think he was shit, man. But, yeah, I need to see a lot more from him still. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah, well, I think he's like in the three last games in the Premier League, he's gotten a GNA. 2 goals, 1 assist. And we did say for this entire season that he needed to start getting some GNA for his performances, because he kind of performed well but didn't get the GNA that we were expecting. And we kept saying, well, the goals will come because he gets into scoring positions. It's just not like making the most of it. Now he's doing that, but I think his performance actually have fell off a bit. I didn't think it was good yesterday, and I think he loses the ball too often, and in, I wouldn't say dangerous areas, but because he runs very quickly with the ball, he gets all the other players to run with him, and then for the final act of the situation, his decision making isn't what it should be, and then he loses the ball. Also, that's what we saw for their goal. He runs his very good like counter attack, and then he runs into a blind alley, loses the ball very stupidly, in my opinion. Had a lot of different options to get rid of the ball, and then they countered and scored. If he didn't score yesterday, I'll probably give him like a 5. That's because of how many times he's losing the ball and what he does. He's very good in the attacking patterns and to progress the ball. I think he will massively benefit of having Anderson behind him, and being more of a squad player or playing against lower position where we're playing against a low block. I think he will be better than an Anderson, but in more physical and like where it goes very much forth and back, I don't think that suits him a lot. So yesterday with the goal, very important goal, I'll give him 6, even with the goal.
I'll give him I'm going to give him a 6.5. But he has scored. He's got 3 goals in his last 5 Prem games now for City, and that's what I want to see, man. Because I know he got it in his locker. So if he can get some decent, I think the thing is with Reinders, yeah. I think when you watch him play football, I think everybody knows there's such a quality footballer in there. Like quality, like one of the best. I think he can be one of the best midfielders in the league. I think he's got that ability in him. But I'm not really seeing it across the games at the moment. So if we start off with getting goals, that'll help, yeah? And then if he can just win a few duels for him, I'm not expecting him to be like Nigel de Jong, yeah? Just win me a few, and then we're chilling. But, yeah, there we go. Reinders did split opinion. I seen it. I was on Twitter a little bit last night, and I seen he did definitely split somebody's opinion in there. Right, let's have a look at what some of you guys are saying in the chat. Reinders is good at passing in the middle, says Luff. He'll be flying next season, said Belief. Swizz says he needs to get up to the speed of the Premier League. Hibble says I have to go 7. It can't be much higher than that. I'm glazing it. I'll give him 7 on the dot. He got a goal, says LaFun. If he's so good, then why does everyone want Anderson? Because if we get Anderson, he's a permanent bench option. Right, for me, bro, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people do this again. But why do we need this player? Fucking squad rotation, man. Yeah, squad rotation. If he holds bench, he holds bench, bro.
Look at our bench yesterday, bro.
Look at our fucking bench yesterday. Why we need
and the game before. People need to understand that we are a club and a team that should compete for every single trophy there is when the season begins. And to do that, you need a deep squad and you need players that are available. We don't want players that are prone to injuries. Look at Arsenal's squad. Even them having 5 or 6 players out, you go to the bench. The bench is insane. Bro, I want to win a triple again.
Going. Rodri might go if you believe some of the rumors.
Yeah, we don't know.
Fucking hell. Like we need players, man.
You would have Anderson, Rodri, Nico, and Reinders to interchange for the 2 midfield positions, and in some games you probably play all 3.
At some point, bro, one of them or maybe even 2 of them were injured.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember at the start of the season, in August, and I was saying, I would not be completely against keeping Messi here. And people were like, nah, he never get any game time. And I was like, bro, I guarantee you at some point this season, Foden or Cherki will get injured, and then he will definitely get game time. Within a month, they were both injured. They were both injured within a month. And I'm like, I'm not trying to say like we should have kept him, whatever. The point is, you're going to get injuries. And at some point, you're probably going to get really unlucky and have 2 injuries to the same position. And then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like, look at how everybody... In this, obviously, it's getting a little bit better now because Rodri's back on the bench, yeah? Every single game over the last month or 2, we've been speaking about Nico G, chat. What about if he gets injured? What about if he gets injured? And we all know the answer. We're cooked. If Nico G gets injured, yeah, and Rodri's not backed, we're cooked. We're probably going to lose matches because that's what history tells us happens when Manchester City Football Club don't have a DM. Yeah, it happened last year when Rodri got injured. It happened the year before when he got sent off. And it happened this year. We went to Villa and we had no DM. We lost the game. Every time we don't have a DM, typically we lose the match. So, like, fucking buy players and play the best ones. Like, come on, man.
And also, I'm sorry, Kev, but don't you want to win a triple again? When we won the triple in the Champions League final, we had Laporte, Foden, Walker,
Alvarez,
Cole Palmer, Mahrez on the bench. I just mentioned 4 key players for any other team in the world. We won the triple. I want to win the triple again. Give me that bench, and whoever performs plays, and we can rotate so we can go far in every competition. That's what we want. Yeah. And now getting Semenyo is the first step of that. Hopefully get Semenyo. Nothing.
And the thing is, I'll just say this, if we get Anderson and Anderson's better than Reinders, is that not a good thing?
Very good.
That's a good thing.
You need competition, bro.
If you're telling me Reinders becomes a squad option at Manchester City, that's great because I think Reinders is a good player. So if Reinders ends up being on the bench, that's good because that means you've got a mega player sat on the bench. Oh, but LB will leave, and then he leaves, and then replace him. It's like fucking hell.
And he leaves for a lot of money as well, bro.
We get our money
back. That is the nature of football, bro. Yeah.
It's mad, bro. To be honest.
Sorry, and also we play a lot of games, bro, and they go play for the national teams as well. And every year there's a new competition almost, or extended version of something. So it's fine. Relax.
Yeah. Big up LB says Gavadio, Diaz, Huzanov, Nunes v Sunderland. Says LB. So you want to drop O'Reilly and change the back.
That would allow Nunes to push further forward.
Yeah.
As a right winger. Might not be that depends on them playing a back 5 or back 4. I think they will play a back 4 because of all the players they have of the AFCONs.
They play today.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. They've got a game today against Leeds.
You think we can be lucky as well as Arsenal with players getting a yellow so they get suspended for our game? Because Villa lost Mara and Cash yesterday.
Well, funny enough, actually, that's what LB says. Everyone prayed for a Xhaka yellow against Leeds. So,
oh yeah,
if he gets booked today, Apparently, he misses the City game.
Yeah, and that's a big game. Sunderland Leeds for them. That's a big game, bro. Might be tensions going high, and Saka, like, maybe get a little yellow for dissent, yeah?
Yeah. Nah, big up LB, man. We'll see what happens, isn't it? Right, let's continue, boys. We'll go on to Bernardo Silva. There you go. Yeah, so he's doing that. He's doing that right wing, sort of centre midfield position role that he's been doing, which allows obviously Cherki to push in a little bit. 2 key passes in the game, 1 cross unsuccessful, passing stats all decent.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you think Cherki and Bernardo has great chemistry on the pitch? Because I saw Bernardo yesterday, even though why not passing to me with Cherki, and I remember a few times where they're in around the penalty area, they run into the same space, and it makes them stand on top of each other. If you think about it, they're kind of similar they're both very techy and good in the small spaces. I just don't think they have great chemistry. I don't think they work.
I wouldn't say they have great chemistry. Bernardo plays on that right hand side to allow Cherki to cut in. Yeah. Now I've already said, in my opinion, I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's necessary, and I actually think it causes a problem because then you leave Nico G in his own on the middle, so we got caught out in the middle. So I just play fucking Cherki inside off the right and just ask Nunes to get forward now and again. I think it's an unnecessary thing that we're doing, in my opinion. But obviously Pep knows best. But yeah, I feel like Bernardo at the moment is almost sacrificed in the team to allow Cherki to tuck in. And obviously Pep feels that's the best way of getting Cherki on the ball, to receive the ball from Bernardo, because Bernardo's got the ability to just play him the ball on the edge of the box or whatever. But as a result, I think it kind of means that Bernardo Silva's performances are very limited in what he's able to do, because he's not running up and down the pitch the whole time, because he's like in the center of the pitch, you know what I mean, and really getting on the ball and dictating the game, because he's not there. He's on the right. He's obviously not got the pace or really the tech anymore to get past a player, because we've run him into the ground over the last decade. So I kind of feel like he's almost doing a job for the team, and sacrificing his own sort of personal I don't know how you say it, sort of like plaudits or whatever, because he's not really doing anything in terms of like special, but maybe he's quite important to this current system. I don't know. We'll have to, like I say, I could be completely wrong on this, yeah. And guess what? I probably am. But I think we'd be better off playing Bernardo in the middle next to Nico G and just putting Cherki in the middle. But that might not work. So yeah, I don't crash it. I see a lot of people crash it on Bernardo and say, "Oh, he's doing fuck all." I get what the people are trying to say, but I think they're missing the point. That I think Pep's doing it because of the system. I think he's become a player that Pep believes needs to do what he's doing for the system. Now, I don't agree with that, yeah, because I think you'd be fine by playing him in the midfield. He'd probably do a lot more, and I still think you'd be able to get Cherki on the ball. But obviously, Pep clearly doesn't think that. So, yeah, for me, it's sort of like a 6.5 for me.
You give him a 6.5?
Yeah, 6.5.
Okay. I think that might be a bit of a glaze. I'll give him a 6.
Okay. Nobsky says that he's playing very well. Bernardo makes everything work. Bernardo understands what the team needs. He needs to pass the baton to Anderson or Foden. Bernardo on the right wing is good as me on the right wing, says Darshaw. 6.2. So is Bernardo like Liverpool's Henderson being a workhorse? He is, but obviously he's not in the middle. Yeah. Henderson was in the middle. Itchy says Bernardo, give freedom to do more progressive passes. Law, that's never been his game. That's a response in the chat. A lot of people in the 6s, man. I think if you're saying that he doesn't do fuck all, I think, for me, in my opinion, I think you're missing the point.
Yeah, he's the glue.
Yeah. My point is, I don't think you should play him in that position. I think you should play him in centre midfield. Yeah. But anyways, let's continue. Let's get into the attackers, boys. Yeah, this is where it gets fun. Right. Fucking hell. 5.9, Brett. Let's do this one first. What? 5.9. Let's have a look what you guys are saying in the chat, yeah? Maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong. Give us your thoughts. Right, that's his heat map. So he played off the left. XG, that's XG. Key passes 2, 3 crosses, 1 successful. Passing stats a little low. 5 shots. Probably should have scored one of them. That one that he got. It was beautiful play.
So good play, bro. Yeah.
On the replay, he actually should have gone bottom left, I think.
Yeah, but those combinations between Cherki and Foden is so beautiful, bro. They are definitely the best offensive duo in the league. You like they go through 8 players together. It's so crazy, and that would have been definitely the goal of the month if that has gone in. And it's only because of world-class save it doesn't go in. Like getting his toes on the ball. I mean, yeah.
Let's have a look at the rest of the stats then. So 62 touches, 4 unsuccessful touches, 3 dribbles, 2 successful, lost the ball 15 times, 2 defensive contributions, 1 interception, 1 clearance, 4 recoveries, 3 ground duels, 1 out of 8, didn't win his aerial duels, got jumped past 3 times. Right, so my opinion, on this is that I thought for like the first 60, 70 minutes, I thought he was really poor, if I'm being honest with you, and then I don't know what happened, but the second half, but especially the last 20 to 30 minutes, I thought he was great, bro. Real talk, Last 20, 30 minutes, I thought he was great. The first half, I thought he was poor. Second half, he got better as it went on. I didn't think he was as bad in the second half. I thought first sort of 20 minutes in the second half, he was better. But then that last 20 to 30 minute period, I thought he'd come alive, man. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. Like, did he change position? Did the system change? Was it the subs, the personnel? Was it, the mail in the chat says, was it because Reinders went off that allowed him different? I don't know what happened, like why. But I thought that last 20, 30 minutes, he was class. But the first hour, especially the first half, I thought he was really bad, man. I can't lie.
I think that most of what you're saying is due to how the first half was being played out. It was very tactical, bro, and they overloaded the center areas, which limited Foden in what he could do. But he did find a few good spaces and tried something. Just didn't come off in the first half. I thought he had a okay game. Should have scored on that, but that's a world-class save. Sometimes you cannot do anything about it, but the whole play up to it was very good. Again, him and Cherki is delightful to watch. And his pressing and his running, bro, he does so much running and playing the system Pep. I think Pep loved this version of Foden much more than any other version of Foden he's had, because of the work rate he puts into every single game. The amount of running, bro, and the amount when he leads the press. For me, it's admirable, bro, because he has so much quality that you wouldn't blame him for thinking, I'll focus on that and let the other people run. His running helps Nico Gonzalez immensely. And also, I think you need to remember he did get the pre-assist for the winning goal. Like, his corners was very good. Again, it's important to remember. So when I see someone in chat saying 4 and 5, that is crazy. If you have arguments for putting him in the 6s, fine. Like, that is okay. But for me yesterday, I'll give him a 7 based on his performance.
Wow, you have a 7,
the pre-assist for the winning goal. Very good combinations. Should have had an assist. Should have had a goal as well. Which
but it's a corner, bro. Like, it sounds a bit glazy. Like, I can't lie.
What do you mean? We're glazing right.
You're saying it's
a assist all over the
corner.
place.
You just whipped a corner into the back post, like.
No, it's definitely but it's down to a routine which only comes off because he does his part of a routine that got us the goal. No.
Okay. I'll give him. I'm going to give him a. I'll give him a 6. I'm going to give him a 6. And the reason I'm giving him a 6 is that last 20, 30 minutes, I thought he was very good, and it was very important time of the game. He was involved in the goal, although side glazed it. But yeah, I think 6 is where I'm at. But yeah, the first hour was poor, man. I can't lie. Let's see what you guys on the chat are saying on this one. So Parv says 6, Clark says 5.8, Weezy says 6.5, Amar says 5, Predator says 5.6, 6.5. See what else you got. Kem says 7.2, 6 is fair, says Cherki. Umziz says 6.2. Size been bought out, says Cherki. 6.5 says Strawberry. Wolo says 6.4 and a 7.1. So we've got a little bit of a variance here. Some people have got him in the 5s. Some people have got him in the 7s. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Foden. We'll park that one there. Right, here we go. Main event of the evening, yeah. I might have to stop the cap side, by the way. Yeah. Stop the cap. Right, let's go to the main event.
Don't appreciate good footballs, bro.
Here we go. Ryan 2-2 Cherki. Right, let me have a look at the guy's stats first of all. So out there on the right hand side, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 big chance created, 3 key passes, 4 crosses, all unsuccessful. Passing stats are nice there at 88, especially when you're a creator. 4 shots, 2 on target, hit the post as well. 1 shot blocked. 68 touches, 1 unsuccessful touch, 4 dribbles, 2 successful. Got fouled once, lost the ball 13 times, which again is quite good for a tackle. 3 defensive contributions. He won 1 out of 2 tackle, 1 interception, 3 recoveries, 5 out of 8 ground duels won. He didn't win his only aerial duel and got past 1 time. Big up Ryan Cherki, man. Thank you very much for that performance. What a player this guy's turning out to be for this football club. And I say it again, ladies and gentlemen, we paid £30 million for this player. Absolute robbery. It is the biggest robbery in football in a long, long, long time.
What their rating of him?
Huh?
You said SofaScore's rating of 8.4.
Their rating was 8.4.
Yeah, and you said that's a robbery.
No, robbery is us buying him for 30 million.
Oh, yeah.
30 million, that's what we paid. Yeah, just class again. And actually, you know what I mean? We actually didn't really manage to get the guy on the ball a lot in that first half as well. You know what I mean? And he got 2 goal involvements. This is the thing with Cherki. If you can get him on the ball, you're almost guaranteed a chance. You know what I mean? And it's kind of funny, right? Because you know what's ironic is over the last couple of years, people have been saying, rival fans have been saying, if you stop Erling Haaland, you stop Manchester City, right? Wrong. Yeah. I've always believed if you stop the supply to Haaland, you stop Manchester City. Yeah, because in my opinion, if the ball's going towards Haaland, it's already too late. Because I think Haaland's movement is one of the best I've ever seen as a striker. And we'll get onto Haaland in a minute. So if you stop Kevin De Bruyne, if you stop Gundogan in the treble year, if you stop Mahrez in the treble year, if you stop these players getting the ball to him, then you stop City. And I thought in the first half, Forest, and credit to Sean Dyche because the way they set the team up. I thought Forest did a really, really good job of stopping Manchester City getting the ball to Cherki and Foden as well. But you can't stop him forever. And they didn't stop him enough. And in the end, you know what I mean? We got the goals. But yeah, big up Ryan Cherki, man. Top performance again. And without him, we lose the game.
I don't understand much of what you're saying. I think if you're giving him more than a 7, I think you're glazing. I didn't think there was anything between him and Foden yesterday, and he hasn't really shown me anything that makes me go like, "Wow, what a player!"
I see what.
So I'm looking forward for you.
Hey! Have a fucking word with him then, ref! Hey!
I don't understand why you need to put those videos up when I'm trying to speak and offer my opinion on a subject that's clearly something we differ on. This should be a safe space for people to express opinions and not be judged for them. So if you could remain silent until I'm done, I would appreciate it. But yeah, I think 30 mil might have been a bit overpriced. But we did need to fill the squad, and we are lacking players, unfortunately. Bob had been fit, I think he would be playing a lot more than Cherki. But I'm looking forward to see your rating. But if it's more than Foden, I think we should stop doing player ratings.
Right, are you going to stop fucking being weird in it now and just...
Yeah, okay, I'm done now. No, he was fantastic. I love this guy so much. He is such a fantastic footballer. Like I would pay money even just to watch him. Oh, about to make a big pause. Play with the ball alone. Pause. Just watching him running around with the ball is something I would pay money for. He's so good, and getting him for that amount of money, bro, it's ridiculous. Like, I know he's not perfect in what Pep probably wants, but he doesn't need to be perfect in Pep's mind to be perfect for what we need. And he's getting an assist every 95 minutes in the Premier League. Do you know how insane that is? That is absolutely insane.
What is it? What is it?
He has 7 assists now in 664 minutes, I think. That's equals as an assist every 95 minutes. And if I could place a bet right now on who's like, if he's beating the assist record next season, I would, bro. And I would put like at least 250 quid on it. He's so good, so creative. He's a baller. His technique is out of this world. And having him, Doku, Foden, Haaland, maybe Semenyo, I mean, the attacking attributes we have is, bro, it's like you and me talked about what we needed for winning this league this season before the season started. We said we need a fit and firing Foden, fit and firing Rodri, and a fit and firing Haaland. Well, we didn't even think about the amount of contribution this guy is offering us.
It's because it was unknown side. Because like I said before, not many people, you probably the same as me. A lot of people in this chat, not a lot of us, are sitting there week in, week out watching Leon. We're just not doing it, are we? Who the fuck's watching Leon? Like, I'm not fucking watching Leon on the reg. And he's not played for France until the summer. We'd already bought him by the time he played he made his debut. So there's not a lot of people that have seen, what Cherki was doing for Leon, bar a couple clips, bar when he played against United. Yeah, we've all seen him play the United game probably when Leon played United, and he was good then. But fucking hell, I've seen some shit players play well in a one-off game, But he's come into this team, and very quickly, a lot of people went, hang on a minute, I see something very special here. The way that he can manipulate the ball in tight spaces and create a chance out of nothing is crazy. I was asking my mates yesterday. I genuinely think he might be the most technically gifted player I've ever seen at Manchester City.
Yeah. No, I think that is very true.
I'm trying to think of a more technically gifted footballer, with both feet that I've seen at Manchester City. And I can't think of one that I've seen in my lifetime properly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Just for the goal, understand the difficulty of technique to hit the ball like that when the ball is on its way up after hitting the ground. That is, to keep that low with your weak foot. It's insane, bro. It's insane. Like, he has a vision, technique, and even when he had don't remember first half, second half, but he picked up the ball on the right-hand side on our half, and then he ran past 3 players that all tried to get the ball off him at the exact same time. That was Messi-esque. That is, I know that it also comes with a bit of luck of him getting with him, but bro, he is so technical. He is so freaking good. Bro, he definitely have young player of the year down 100%. That's his. Done. He will win that there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no, I hear it, bro. I hear it. For me, I mean, clear man of the match yesterday. And I'll probably say I'm going to give him a 9.5.
That's high. That's very high. But I'm not hating on it. I think, but I think his goal was so important. Like his performance yesterday was very important. I don't know if we win without him, but I've seen him perform even better earlier, and that's not to take anything from him yesterday. I think I probably I gave Guardiola 8.5, so I think I'll give him a 9.2 today.
Yeah, I think it's got to be in the 9s. I think a couple
No,
of people.
100%.
This guy's giving him a fucking 8, mate. What are you talking about? Are you giving it 8? I think it's got to be in the 9s for me. And for me, just class, bro. 9.5, and it's just a ball to watch. And yeah, as you said before as well, I think he really works well with Foden, man. You know what I mean? I know Foden didn't have a great game yesterday, but yeah, I think he works really, really well with Foden, and it's just going to get a load of goals. He'll get a load of assists. You know what I mean? And fair play to Bevel, man. Bevel said to me at the start of the season, he reckons he could see Cherki getting 30 goals, man. I was sort of like, yeah, you're off your head, and I don't think he will get 30, but he could end up getting a lot. Not this year. I think he probably next year, whatever. I think he's a player that should be looking for 20 goals. I used to set Mahrez 20 targets, yeah? 20 goals, 20 assists a season. That's what because I believed he had the quality. Yeah, I believed he had the quality to get me 20 goals a season and 20 assists a season. That's all competitions, by the way, yeah? And I always used to say, Mahrez needs to be aiming for 2020. I think Cherki should be aiming for 2020, if not more, yeah? Because he'll probably get in a lot more central areas. Mahrez was limited to the wings, yeah? I think Cherki should be getting 20. Now, I know he never did 2020, but I always said he should have been aiming. And Mahrez also was hindered by the fact that Pep always dropped him, yeah? You know what I'm saying? But if Mahrez played a lot, they're the numbers that I would expect him to get. And Cherki, for me, should be aiming for that as well. So,
yeah, he can definitely do 2020. If it gets the minutes, that all, bar injuries, he could definitely get that. I think when he leaves City, he will have broken the assist record. The record of assists. I think he's definitely gets more than 20 in a season, 100%. I think so, especially with Haaland in front of him. Why shouldn't he? I'm sorry, why shouldn't he?
Yeah. No, I agree, bro. I'm 100% on you. Right, let's continue. Let's do Erling Haaland, yeah. What a heat map that is, guys. Right, 0 goals. He had 2 shots in the whole game. Fucking hell, he was offside apparently as well, which is rare. And pretty much fuck all, really. Yeah, we couldn't get him into the game. We didn't create anything for him. He had 1 chance, which the ball was coming down. He probably should do better with the volley, but you know, it's still a pretty tough game. It's a tough chance. Yeah, don't really remember him doing too much, to be honest with you.
No, but I think normally it's when he's in and around Murillo and Milenkovic, which is very physical, and they're standing in a low block where they have, you know, the Sergi is leaving the wings like open and then just overload central areas. If we don't cross the ball, I don't like it will always limit Haaland in a game like this. So what he is probably been instructed by Pep, in my mind, is to keep pushing the center backs back so that players like Foden, Reinders, and Cherki will have more space on the edge of the box, where they did get some shots off during the games. Most of them were blocked, but I think that was probably the tactical instructions for Haaland yesterday. So in that way, I think he played his part. Did he miss a chance? Like, didn't miss any big chances, did he?
The only one that he should have done better was that volley that he had. The ball was coming down and he volleyed it with his left foot, Zidane style Champions League final. But he probably should have done a little bit better. But it's still
was that blocked?
It was still a tough chance, though. There was still a tough chance.
Yeah.
Other than that, he had another shot apparently, but I don't remember that. I think he had a block shot. But yeah, we just didn't create anything for him. And I always say, like, if you don't create nothing for Haaland, I won't give him a bad score unless he's just dog shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd probably just give him a 6, bro.
Yeah, I think 6 is a fair. That's a fair rating for a very difficult afternoon. Yeah, I think I'll hop along and give him a 6 as well.
Yeah. I say, if you create him chances and he misses, you get a low score. You don't create him nothing, he gets a 6. He scores goals, you get a high score. That's how I sort of rate. That's how I rate. That's how I rate Haaland. Big up to Farid, says, LB, don't you think we should be worried about Bob? Look at McAtee, can't even get a start for Forest. Not everyone is Palmer. Savio might be the next Doku next season. Well, yeah, I don't think we should worry about Bob. Let him go. Sell him with a buyback. So just put a buyback on there. I ain't got a problem with it. Yeah, just put a buyback in there. If he goes on to be the next Messi, cool, just buy him back. It's cool. Just don't sell him and don't put a buyback just in case. I know some people in this chat think he's dog shit. Cool, no problem. But you all agree with me. Just put a buyback just in case you're wrong. You might be wrong. You might think Bob's crap, yeah? But if you sell him and put a buyback in there and he turns out to be mega, we buy him back. That's cool, yeah? And as for Savinho, yeah, I think Savinho's got 6 months to show us a reason why we should give him a third season, like we done with Doku. Yeah. Listen, I thought Savio come on yesterday. He was all right. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he was great. Again, it's just all right. You know what I mean? We're sort of at that level with Savio, whereas so long as he's not shit, then
he gives
fine,
an outlet in the final. Like, we played better when he was on the pitch, and he gives us an outlet for games at where when he comes on, for where what the state of the game is at. So right now, I think he's actually like I don't know if I would say important part of the squad, but he's definitely part of the squad, and he's doing something that benefits us quite a lot in these times where we don't have a lot of options on the bench.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. I think see what he does. As for Pep Guardiola, I won't do the subs because obviously it's only Ake and Savinho. We've touched on Savinho. Pep Guardiola yesterday, starting 11. Well, the guy didn't really have many options because all our players are either injured or at AFCON. So yeah, I felt like he got the. I didn't think the first half was poor. He got a reaction in the second half. Thought second half we were better. The sub for Savinho coming on, and I agree that was a good sub. I think it helped us. So I think you have to give him a high score, man. I'd probably give him like a 8.5.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. What a few things I would say before we finish up here around Pep is, I don't know if you noticed it, but when Reinders scored the goal after the break, that goal was definitely a tactical change from Pep Linders, because when we scored that goal, Pep turned around and went straight to Linders saying, "You're the best, you're the best, you're the best," 3 times. So that was probably down to a tactical change Pep Linders suggested in the halftime that paid off immediately. And when we scored in the second goal on the corner, he ran straight to the set piece coach and said something similar. And I think for Pep and for his longevity here in City, it's very important for him that he has capable people around him that comes with suggestions that help him find solutions to the problems he's facing. Because I don't think he had that last season, but he definitely have it this season. Because not once last season did he act in any way, shape, or form that what he did yesterday. And it's not the first time he goes to Pep Linders. So it's Pep Linders is you could say he's a manager because he has managed, and he's probably the closest thing to when Pep had Arteta, where Arteta many times also gave tactical solutions, and Pep ran straight to him. So I think it's massive that the backroom staff is something that motivates and helps Pep in a way that, you know what I mean. If there might be a chance of Pep like extending his contract, and that might be a factor of it.
Yeah, no, I hear it. The thing is with Guardiola is that, like, this guy is managed now for so long at Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and now Manchester City. And obviously he's been at City now a long time, coming up on a decade, right? So I think when that happens, and this isn't just football, this happens with any walk of life, like you happen in your job. If you've got someone in a job and they've done the job for so long, sometimes they can get stuck in a way of doing it. And if you've got the same people underneath them, no one, they're the same. So you need to keep it fresh. You need people to come in with fresh ideas and say, "Oh, you've been doing this for so, but have you not seen this way of doing it now? Or have you not seen we could try this or we can try that?" You need to be challenged. Yeah, I think that's part of Linders needs to piss Pep off at times. He's got to challenge him and say, "No, we need to do this." Otherwise, there's no point in having a yes man. And obviously, last year, as the stories come out, I think it was Jack Garn that did the article. And we only found this out towards the end of the season. But effectively, the second coaches, and the assistant managers were basically just yes men. Jack Garn, I think, did the article and said
Coal
they were
merchants.
basically just putting, the coal. They were just letting put cones out. Pep wouldn't let them speak to the players because he didn't. Whatever the reason was, I won't speculate what the reason was, but obviously he had his own reasons as to why he done that. So that was probably some of the best things City did this summer, was clearing out the guys in the back room, getting the fresh people in. And you know what? I think we've got a nice balance of who we've got in the back. We've got Linders, who I think is the guy that challenges Pep, that questions Pep, that brings new ideas to the table. You've got Kolo Touré, that's got massive Premier League experience.
I've merchant.
He's a sort of hype merchant, a vibe. He keeps the energy high, but also has his own unique perspective because he played for Arsenal and he's got a load of Premier League experience. And you've got that nice. I see them three as the main sort of three now. And I feel that it's a really good balance. You've got Pep in the middle, Linders on the left, who challenges Pep and brings the ideas, and then you've got Kolo, who probably has a really good relationship with the players, and he can sort of translate the sort of players, and I think we've got a nice balance.
But also even like balancing Pep, because Pep might be sometimes far over on a tactical perspective and might, get almost manic about it. And the Kolo probably be, well, relax, bro, relax, we got this, relax. You know what I mean? Like taking the edge off, even for Pep, and not only the players. I think you're very spot on with that. The combination of those three is very big, and I hope definitely we extend, because he has 1 year left, Pep. And Pep and Kolo only have a contract to summer, so I hope at least we extend them for a second year, because I think they can do great, and especially with the players that we're looking to bring in, like that. When we're done next summer, we would have revamped the entire squad, the entire club, almost entire back staff except for Pep, and it will be such an exciting project that is just prime for trophies.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, it makes sense as to why they only give Linders a 1 year contract, because Linders was going to come into I think Linders was brought into this City team to piss a few people off, and maybe including the manager, because I think he was brought into obviously last year, the whole club last year was just stale, wasn't it? It was just stale. I think Linders was probably spoke to, because obviously apparently he spoke to Pep on the phone before he come in, and I think he was probably told, you need to come in here and you need to revive this fucking team. And maybe you need to revive me as a manager. Do you know what I mean? Because we've all gone a bit stale. But this could go south. So, because it could, that it might not have worked. It might have come in and just literally pissed everybody off. So, what we're going to do, we're going to give you a 1 year deal. We're going to trial it because it might not work, because this is a bit of a mad experiment. And if it works, we'll extend. So, it would not surprise me it wouldn't surprise me if you've seen it in the next month or so. Linders getting his contract extended, because I think it's worth.
I think what you're saying is also backed up by the players we're targeting. I think what we're doing right now is we're kind of finding the perfect middle way of Pep's control and Klopp's aggressiveness, directness, and Pep Linders will be a big part of that, because he would know all the personal and secret details of how Klopp made that team work. So Klopp's Liverpool was a very fantastic team, bro, in their own right, and we had Pep's team, which was a very fantastic team in their own right. Very different teams, but if you could combine the strengths of both teams, you might have something that is so unique and so fantastic that it will be etched into history when it's all said and done. So, and I think we're seeing it with the players we're targeting. Semenyo, that's not the Pep Guardiola player. It's not. But he will probably fit straight into this team and how we're playing this season. So I am very, very looking forward to the rest of the season and next season as well. And before my monologue ends, guys, can we just smash the likes? We're on 250, and this has been a very good stream. Like, we need at least 300 likes before we get off the stream. So if you haven't liked, go out, find the thumbs up, and push it, because I think me and LB deserve 300 likes at least, and that's me being like conservative. But yeah, I'm looking very much forward, bro. I think it's shaping up very nicely. Everything.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm fucking super positive at the moment, me. I'm feeling like every time I'm going into games, I'm going to win a fucking game. I like the player. There was a lot of time like last year, bro, when I didn't like some of the players, man. Like, you know what I mean? Not in a sort of like dickhead, toxic way, but just sort of like, I just felt that they weren't giving everything for the badge at times, and just thought sometimes they were just there and they were just fucking just couldn't be arsed, some of them. Whereas now I'm like fucking rooting for all the players, you know what I mean? Like, even Nunes is like, come on, lad. That we're all actively saying, come on, bro. And it's a nice environment. And Pep's even spoke about it. Pep spoke about it again yesterday. And he spoke about it loads of times this season. He's talking about the vibes in the team. He's talking about the morale, and everyone's got a smile on their face. And you've seen it yesterday. Even Haaland after the game, yeah. Obviously, you expect him to be happy because we've just won the game. But Haaland yesterday had a really tough game. Yeah, he hardly touched the ball. After the game, he's buzzing. He's got a massive smile on his face. And even though, you know, we didn't do nothing for him in the game and create him any chances, and he was a bit of a statue up there at times, yeah. He's so buzzing that we won the match and that. You know what I mean? He's fucking, the whole club's just in a good vibe. And I tell you what, yeah, I'm going to make me ask you this about now, unless you need to go. But I think if we get this Semenyo guy in, I think if we get him in January, I think that's going to be such another boost to the team, because I think we are light in that area of the pitch. And I think he scored again yesterday, by the way.
He scored 2 of 3. He had the start of the season very good. Then he dipped off for 5 or 6 games, and now he has, I think, 3 games again where he scored. So
3 games in a row.
Yeah. So like he probably get like 10 goals in the City team, and that's not him playing every single minute. And 10 goals in a team like this, and he just offered something on the transition that we don't have. Like, so I think it will be a very good signing, and I think he's a squad player for the future. But I think he'll play a major part this season, especially.
I think he's a great player to sign. I think he comes in, bro. I think he adds depth. I think it allows us to rest Doku as well.
Yeah.
Because I've already told the chat bare times about Doku's injury record, and it's scary, mate. I'll be real, considering he's only 23. And again, you best believe that if Doku loses that bit of burst of acceleration, the guy's cooked, mate, because that's what he relies on. So we've got to be careful. So it allows us to rest Doku and not spam him out. It gives us depth on the left. He can play on the right. We can go long a lot more. At the moment, if Donnarumma and Manchester City want to go long, it's Haaland and Prey, bro. You know what I mean? Now you can go long, and you've got Haaland and Semenyo. So you're literally doubling your odds of winning the ball, and you're doubling Donnarumma's potential area of distribution. He can play off the right. He can get goals. He can actually play through the front line if you wanted to do a backup to Haaland. You know, he's not done that for a while, but he's actually played most of his career as a striker. So and he adds physicality. So I think this is homegrown. It's Premier League proven. Yeah. And listen, I know he's not like a Elise or a Rafinha or a Yamal, but this is about building a squad and improving our squad. Exactly. And I think signing Semenyo does that 100%, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
I saw Cherki in the chat say, Gehi in January chat. I just saw that Sam Mokbel said that Gehi is staying for the last 6 months with Palace and then leave in the summer, which I think is probably the best choice for him. He will end on a good note with Palace, might win the Conference League with them, and also he get a good sign-on bonus in the summer, and he will have the pickup of the litter. What you say? Like, there will be so many teams after him in the summer on a free, and also there's a World Cup in the summer, so it will always be a risk to go to another team mid-season where, let's say, he went to City, he might not play enough in his own head before the World Cup. So I think he's a summer transfer.
I think if City get Mark Guay in the summer on a free transfer, mate, what a signing. I think he's mega, me. I rate him.
I rate him too. I saw someone say he's not athletic. What do you mean he's not athletic? He's both quick and strong, and he's techie. Like, did you not see when we played them, when he, how he handled Haaland especially? Bro, I think he's just very good, but I'm sorry, but If it's a summer transfer, I don't think it comes to City, bro. I'm sorry. I think the only way we have a chance would be in January, where we go and offer a sum of money.
Why?
Yeah, I think if it's in the summer, I think he's destined for Liverpool 100%. He even went for like photograph with the kids on in the summer for Liverpool, and I think that's his primary destination. And they will need a central defender.
Well, they need one now, bro.
Yeah, but they might even go for him now in January. But I just think that if he goes in summer, I think there's a higher chance of him going to Liverpool. I think we want it. I think we need to go pay a very attractive sum to Crystal Palace. But I still think it won't be enough.
I don't agree with that train of thought, mate. I think we've
Really?
got a good, bro. If Ake and Stones are basically done, yeah. So they're gone in the summer. They're both gone. Ake might even go in January. We're going to have 3 centre backs at this football club in the summer.
Well, it depends of Rice and Bar as well.
I don't think Bar's making it at City based on what he's saying. And the story that come out a couple of weeks ago about Reyes is it looks like City going to loan him out again. I think we've got a good a chance as anyone to get Mark Guay. Real talk, man.
Nah,
I think if he go to Liverpool, why don't you just go now? Because I tell you what, he walks in that Liverpool team.
Yeah, but because Liverpool won't win anything this season, and if he stays at Palace, he has a chance of like ending. He's the captain as well, and that means something. So you see how he handles all these rumors. There's never any problem with him. He's very professional. So I think, for the respect of the fans, he can make like a top 6 placement with Palace this season, which would be huge for Palace, and he might even win them a European trophy in the Conference League. That will also be huge. So that's why I think, and also he'll get a very big sign-on bonus in the summer. I just think he'll stay, and I think he'll go Liverpool in the summer. That's what I think.
Okay. Big up James says LB James French is off fraud watch 2 now. Set pieces are getting better. Yeah, they are getting better. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, facts, bro. Big up to you, man. Yeah, big up James French as well. Yeah, we're not completely useless. Right, sweet. Anything else, lads? Or should we call it a day?
No, I think we. It's a long stream as well for us. Normally it takes an hour, so I think we covered all bases, and now we're just looking forward to the Sunderland game. Yeah, and happy New Year to everyone. Before that.
Sweet. Yeah, keep your eye out on that Sunderland Leeds game later, guys. People are saying that if Xhaka gets a yellow card, he's suspended for the City game. So hope and pray Xhaka gets booked, man. But yeah, other than that, the football's pretty dead. You got Palace Tottenham later on.
What do you reckon there?
Well, Tottenham are just shit, aren't they? So I reckon Palace will probably win that. But Palace have played so many matches recently, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, they have.
I don't think they've got the squad for it. So who knows? Maybe Spurs will get something out of the game. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty dead, to be honest with you. And then we got the games on Tuesday, man. Arsenal versus Villa. Villa, man.
I don't think that's a game where Arsenal will drop points. Villa is on a mad run. I understand that. But that mad run is not based on incredible performances. It's based on very impressive single situations where like they're overperforming the XG. So like the goals they're scoring, bro, that can't keep going on. And now they don't have Kamara, who's a big player in the midfield. They don't have cash, and the alternative is shit. And also they're still missing Torres. So that's 3 starters. I don't think they have the squad there to go to Arsenal and get something out of it. I just don't think so. And Arsenal have the entire backline back, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, I don't think that's a game where they're going to lose points.
Yeah, man. All right, sweet. Yo, I might do the Algeria watch along today, chat. It's on at 5:30. Algeria versus Burkina Faso, innit? Might go on a Mahrez watch. I've not watched an AFCON game yet, so I might watch that in a bit. But yeah, big up to you, man. Before you go, do me a favour, chat. Smash the likes up on the stream. There's still over 500 people on here, so let's get these likes up before you go. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And if you want to watch that AFCON game with me, links in the description. More LB, second channel. But yeah, big up to you, man. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.